Yeah, it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. Anytime you're around guys like that, and Sydney, and Alex Ovechkin, it was really special. And just hanging out. Some of the best moments are just hanging around in the locker room. Um, just catching up and talking. So it was a great experience.
Is that format ideal for an event like that? Do you think just lots of scoring and opportunity?
Yeah, I think so. I think we were on Team Atlantic, so we were the home team, and the fans seemed to enjoy it. Matthew was scoring, and they really enjoyed it. I thought guys were trying this year. Our team was, at least, and it was way more fun to play well and to score goals and to win. Well, to win hockey games. I think everyone would tell you that we all need to take a step up, and we need more goal scoring. We need our goalies to stand on their heads, and we need to collectively win games and start to rack them up and get on a streak. That's really what the story of our first half was. We won 2, lost 2, win 3, lose 3. We never gained traction. But the good news with that is we're still in it. We just need to go all in and win hockey games.
How often do you look at the standings?
Um, It was nice to not look at it for a couple of days. I'll put it at that. It's a great test coming up right away with Edmonton and the guys they have. They've been on the break as well, so we're gonna have to. We had a great couple practices here, and we're gonna have to be ready to go. And we're gonna have to. We've been talking about a full team effort because it's gonna take everyone against a team like that.
You've played against McDavid quite a few times now. And just what is it like being matched up and just going up head-to-head against a guy like that?
Well, it's like when you could have a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 or any kind of odd man rush, but you almost have to think if you miss the net or something happens, where he's at. It's unlike anyone I've ever played against. I think the game almost slows down and people start watching him just to see what he's going to do, and you gotta play. You gotta check him. You gotta stay tight to him, and make it hard when he's trying to wind it up and get his separation early. I see what he signed for, and good for him. He's had a great year. He's put the puck in the net. He's just produced, and he's got with all the attention and everything that's been going on, the way he's produced is very impressive.
How often are you in contact with your agent about it, or do you kind of wait for them to reach out to you, or?
Yeah, I just wait for them. I think the less you hear is the better. You just want to play, and the guys are. Everyone knows what's going on around the league, and guys are asking why it hasn't been done yet, and stuff like that. So I do have to say that I know you guys have your job to do, but you guys have been very respectful, and you guys let me be at times, and I know the fans are wondering, but it's you got to block it out. You think about it, but you have to block it out. You got to play, and thank God. I felt the summer was worse because there's nothing you can do about it. You can't go out and play and work as hard as possible. So it's just nice to be able to play games and get in the routine.
Derek, you have when we talked earlier, you talked about both Nedeljkovic and Rana getting their game in order, and it looks like they have in the minors. What are the plans with those two?
Yeah, it's more a Steve question. We'll evaluate, when we talk often, but we're healthy, so we're battling for roster spots. Obviously, Adam going through waivers the other day, yeah, that's probably more a Steve question and a day-to-day, week-to-week type evaluation.
Do you evaluate, though? I mean, you have a guy who sure can score a lot and has a history of scoring.
Absolutely, yes. Of late, he's been scoring a lot. He also won almost a month with 1 goal in that league. So, yeah, of course, you're constantly evaluating and seeing where things are at. And I think a lot goes into it. Like, Berggren put a wrench in a lot of plans. We probably didn't expect him to be here right now, and that's a roster spot. So You could probably argue Elmer could be up here, the way he's been scoring and playing of late. So the luxury of having some depth is a good thing right now.
You talked yesterday about the health, and now you've got 3 guys that are, NHL players that are going to be sitting out every night. Just what does that do for just the competition and practices?
Yeah, it should be. Maybe have an opportunity to hold guys accountable on their play. We started the season with a full roster, and Suter and Zadina were the 2 healthy scratches, and we won our first 2 games on the weekend. So, again, you hope to get back to a full roster like that. Have a roster play the way it was designed, and we're getting close to that.
Eric, how do you try and contain a guy like McDavid who has that turbo speed?
Yeah, just be above him, not give him easy offense. He's going to create offense. You see his numbers, even watching the power play back and some scouting. They're going to get some looks. It's just who they are. But be above them, check them. But if you're giving them easy offense, turnovers for odd mans, time and space on entries, not checking him where he's feeling the puck, being comfortable, he'll make it a tough night on him. So just being above and taking away some time and space on him. And cross your fingers.
Numbers keep looking up. I mean, is it just almost ridiculous? I mean, it's just amazing.
It's impressive. I don't get a chance to see them as much. I'm biased towards Draisaitl. And again, when we don't see players, when I was in Tampa, we'd only see these guys twice a year. And the one time we saw them in Tampa, I was preparing a pre-scout, and McDavid was out. And Draisaitl, he might have had the best 3 games I'd ever seen in a pre-scout So I'm sitting there, like he would have been my MVP that one year, just because of what I saw and what I played against. And so it's hard. We only see these guys twice, so it's tough to get a real feel. But what they're doing is very, very impressive.